Hey everyone, this is your girl SC BookGal 843. And yes, it's a Monday night. And I know you're wondering, what in the world is she doing here? I got another book for you guys. And these ladies came together and created a book that I think we all need right about now. Because if you're like me, and with everything that's going on, your anxiety level is bananas right now. So to have a book that can resonate and to give you that hope in everything that you need, this is that book for you guys, okay? So I have the authors of the book Shattered Silence. They're poems of survival and hope, okay? These ladies are going to come on and they're going to tell us what this book meant to them. Why did they become why did they decide to work on this book? And also, they're going to give you a little bit of an inspiration of how you can continue to go through, even with the world that we have nowadays. So, it is my honor to bring up these authors. We have author Michelin Moss, we have author Angela Thomas Smith, we have author Lachelle Grand, and we have one more author that's going to be coming up, Rolanda Pyle. So, we're going to go ahead and bring up some, and we're going to add on others as they come in. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Oh, doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
It is great to have you guys on with me tonight. It looks like we have somebody else coming in a moment. We'll join them in. But tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Michelin Moss. Everybody calls me Missy. I grew up in New Jersey. I now reside in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a wife, mom, grandmother, so I spend a lot of my time, with my family. Um, as far as how I started my writing journey, it was as just a little girl loving to go to the library, reading books. I had, I've spoke on this before, a brother who really wanted us younger siblings to read. And he would take me to Harlem and different places, and that's where my love of books became, something that was like deep inside of me. And so I always wrote poetry and journaled a lot. And when this opportunity for me to finally put it on paper, which my first book was called Wake Up Girlfriend, and so it was a collaboration. And so I just stepped out on faith. And then I met other authors and publishers, especially with Queen Angela. She's awesome. And she's been, a pillar in the things that I have done and I've wrote. So that's basically, where the love of books came from, and just wanting to write and get your thoughts on the page.
Awesome. Okay, and another author of this book, we have the queen of collaborations herself, Miss Angela Thomas Smith. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So wow. I've been writing since I think 2016. Um I have published over 100 and I think
I want to say it has to be over 110, 115 books. But unfortunately, the computer is kicking everybody out tonight. And you know why I feel this computer is doing this, you guys? Because I think there is something, I don't think, I know there is something on this show that one of these ladies is going to say that we all need. So, of course, there are going to be those technical difficulties that's going to try to make us quit. But you don't know, I don't quit. I might get silent for a minute, but I don't quit. So, Queen, we see you moving, but we can't hear you. So while we're working on your volume, I'm going to bring up Miss LeGrand. Can you hear us,
I don't know
Miss
what it.
Cheryl?
I hate that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try it on this phone.
Miss Cheryl, we can hear you,
Mm.
baby.
Mm. Like, yeah, baby. Mm. Mm.
All right. So while we waiting for her to get back, Miss Moss, tell us a little bit about your section in this book. Um, what was how did you contribute to the book?
Um, I contributed by writing about hope, forgiveness, overcoming pain. So I feel like in any relationship, whether it's with a significant other, or it could be a sibling, your parent. Sometimes you don't always see eye to eye, or certain things may have hurt you in that relationship. So I think we all go through that. So another thing is I've been working on forgiveness, and
Ooh.
can't heal if you don't forgive. So it was just a lot of things that I just kept inside of things, that, um, happen, hurtful, painful situations. So I just decided to put it on paper and to just get it off my chest and forgive those that trespassed against me. So I just want people to know that whatever your situation is, first of all, trust in the Lord. He's always going to see you through. His timing and your timing is totally different, but if you just hope and forgive and have faith over fear, it'll carry you through. So I just basically wrote about that, hoping to encourage someone and to also let you know you're not alone, because sometimes we feel like we're the only one carrying that burden, and then someone speaks what you was thinking or feeling, and so it's just like, hey, I said it for you, and if it's a blueprint to help you heal, then I pray that that happens for someone.
And you know what? The blueprint. What do you consider as blueprint to help you heal?
Well, when I was younger, I was always told that, that saying, brother, if someone's telling you something that's it sounds half right, or, maybe you should believe it. Also, the saying, other people, we, a wise man learns off of someone else's mistakes, and a fool learns off of his own. So I say blueprint to say, if someone is telling you something and it may resonate with you, or that, like, well, hey, I rather learn, I want to trust you, I want to believe you and learn off of your mistakes. And so you have a blueprint of what not to do and what to do.
to work on their mics because some reason we can't hear them. Let me ask you another question, Miss Moss. So, how is your journey to
Excuse me. Well, actually, it's a new journey because I was a person that like really held grudges, and it was like, I'm good, I'm done. I don't want to revisit that. But just the more that I, you know, um, put my head in the word and really understood, excuse me, of what I should have been doing. So it's basically I've called people, I sent the text, something, said a kind word to let them know that I'm good because I know that we're good because I know that they weren't losing sleep over me, in the years that I did. So I'm just trying to, love thy neighbor, think positive thoughts, do what I'm supposed to do, and just trying to move on. And it has like, it's like a weight is off my back. I feel better inside than I was feeling, months ago. So I'm just taking one step at a time. God's not through with me yet.
woof? Well, I know that one right there. God's not through me. Because I have a tendency. Forgiveness is one of those things I have to work on too. And I'm admit I got it bad. I got it real bad. um, and that's one of the things I have to work on because I will clam up, go in myself and say, go in my shell and say, I'm okay. Knowing good and well that it is hurt, it is pain. But in some cases, I don't feel that that hurt and pain is worthy to come out. And in some cases, I'm like, all right, cool. I just can't deal with it right now. But
Yes.
I'm on that journey with you.
Okay.
Seems like we have Miss Cheryl LeGrand. Miss Cheryl, how are you? Miss Cheryl? Hey, Michelle, we can see you, baby. All right. Well, until we get Miss Cheryl up in here and going, we're going to bring up Mrs.
What's on the
Pyle.
microphone down here?
Hi.
Right down
Hi,
here.
Mrs. Pyle.
I'm good. I'm good. Well, I'm a social worker by trade. I work with the elderly and the aging. My specialty over the years has been working with grandparents raising grandchildren. I love writing and especially poems. I've also written a children's book and a devotional. Um, I live in New York City. I love a lot of the action. I love like going to plays, to games, and things like that. That's just a general overview. I went to see Moulin Rouge 2 weeks ago because I wanted to see Wayne Brady and Tay Diggs, so I went to see them in it. Yeah, they both in it for a short run. So yeah, yeah. I saw Hamilton years ago. I haven't seen it. The up. Yeah, yeah. My part is about I submitted 3 poems that's in it, and it was about sickness because for years I was dealing with sickness and illness, and a lot of times people don't like to talk about that, or they don't think you should talk about it, and so but a lot of people are dealing with it, and it's often hard. And for me, it was hard not only because I was dealing with it, but because at first the doctors and they couldn't really diagnose what was wrong, so it was a whole long process. And so I wanted to write about, and during that time, I started, journaling and writing about it. And so I want to just put it all together because I'm sure that there's someone, in the world who's dealing with the same thing. I would like to say that it's not easy, and I know that sometimes you may feel alone and that no one understands, and also wonder, why am I going through this when there's other people who's going through not going through anything. But one of my favorite scriptures is Romans 8:28, which refers to when God says all things work together for good to those who love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. And I've learned over the years through my sicknesses and illnesses and also my life story that he didn't say that all things are good, but he said that all things are going to work together for good. So whatever you're going through at this moment, trust God that he's going to bring you through it and that it's going to work together for your good. Um,
Thomas Smith. Hello.
People that this book deals with a lot of different issues that people are going through, and I think that someone who's hurting or someone who's going through something or someone who hasn't overcome something, they might not be going through it now, but there's still, how some things linger with us, that this book would help them because it deals with different issues. And I think it's for people who are going through something or have gone through something that they still need healing from, which we all do.
Yeah. I would say, like, basically, if you're a human, and you went through things, it's just that some of us, don't choose to talk about it.
Hmm.
But like, whoever you are, it's gonna bring you're gonna be able to relate to it. It is gonna bring healing in your life. And I wanted to say one thing, when you guys were talking about plays, I went to see a Louise play, Ghost Kitchen, and that was a good play. So I don't know if
Sweet.
you've seen that.
I would love for us to have plays come down here to Charleston. When they come, they always come on Wednesday nights. I have to
Oh,
work. The only play I have seen in Charleston was Porky and Bess,
Wow.
and it was another one. It was a homegrown one that was down here in Charleston. But other than that, I mean, we have all these plays that come. We had Michael Jackson. We had Hamilton. But I didn't want to see them people. I want to see the real people. I want to see them people. I don't know y'all. I need man, whatever his name is. I need David, his cute self. I need to see him. So,
Yeah.
um, but I do say I'm gonna go see more. I asked you guys, you ladies, this question before we came on. And you guys, this question is for me, and it might be questions that you guys have. How can your book help us in the times that we are in right now? Because my anxiety level is like crazy through the roof. It's mad ridiculous. And I know everybody's saying Sam Cooke, is change is going to come, but how can your book guide me into the peace that God has for me?
I would say that, First of all, depression is real, and you don't want to go down that dark hole. So if you read our book and see where we're coming from, it may give you an answer. It might let the light bulb, go off. And, we're all going to go through things because all throughout the Bible, it was sibling rivalry,
Hmm.
lies, and husbands and wives and babies and daughters and fathers, going on. So, that was a real story back then and it's still going on now. But if for me too, it's like I just want peace, like how can I get to peace? So
Yeah.
if I read something or, have a conversation with somebody that, says, well, hey, this is what went on in my life and, you know, I'm here for you. I can relate to you. I understand what you're going through. Then, that may help to live another day. So, with the world being how it is, it's just that you have to have hope and really faith and stay prayed up. So, we just
Hmm.
basically said, this is what went on with us, and if we could be a vessel, in any kind of way, or if your cup is empty, maybe reading this we can pour back into you.
Awesome.
And
Kyle?
I agree. I also think, like, I think that it's always helpful to know that other people have gone through something and overcame it, and it's good to know, the different stories, the different situations, because it always can give you hope that somebody has overcome something worse than what I've been through, or at the same level, and I can overcome it too. And so in these times, I think we need stories of hope. We need stories of overcoming. So I think this book is an excellent book for these, especially for these times. Oh, okay. Hmm.
Hmm. So is this somebody that, like, if you had a choice and they're not here anymore, or they have to be here?
If it's a gospel artist for me, a female gospel artist, I would say CC Winans. And it's just because I would just always find her so soothing. And something about her always like resonates with me. So I would say CC.
I guess I would say Yolanda Adams, because she has like a really beautiful voice, a soothing kind of voice. So I would pick.
Hmm. Well, I definitely would say Angela Bassett. And I just feel like she can act and play any part. So I feel like she could just read it and she would know what to do. So I would say Angela Bassett for me.
Okay, sorry. I would say uh, Taraji P. Henson because she's sassy and classy.
I like that. Classy and classy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This has been a, a phenomenal. You had so many people tuning in to your movie that now we want to do a movie about you. Who would you give the honor of playing you in a movie about you? And why did you choose this person?
Mm,
Mm.
Now, this can be anyone.
okay. Hmm. So, from young to old or this age?
Um, you know what? That's a great. You can
That's good.
tell me which age and why did you choose. I'll let that be whatever you would like.
Okay, probably the younger me. I might pick like Jada Pinkett. You know,
Okay.
older, I would like Felicia Rashard.
Mm.
Oh, oh,
Wow, that's good.
that lady is so graceful. She
Mm-hmm.
is so graceful. But I would be scared to have her as my mom because I
Uh
think Claire
huh.
has things up her sleeve. And Miss Powell, who would you choose?
Wow. I think for the younger me, I would choose one of my nieces because she's getting it. She's into acting, and I think she would know, my storyline, and she could really play it. For the older me, I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I don't really know.
It is okay. It's okay. But Lifetime say, hey, you got to be ready because they're going to choose y'all once they read this book.
No, right?
Hmm.
Well, we're coming to a close. And before we end out, please tell our followers how they could follow you, how they can get your books, how they can just be in touch with you as the author that you are.
You
Um,
can follow me on social media, Michelin Moss. Um, the books are on Amazon, or you can just contact me through my social media or my website, michelinmoss.org. Or either just contact me and I will give you an autographed copy.
Yes, you can contact me on social media at Roros ROROS Communications and on e-social media, and you can also or email me at roro production at AOL.com. And all my links are there, and also my books are on Amazon and other places. So, mhm.
Well, ladies, I would like to thank you guys for being with us. You guys, grab your copy of the book. You will not be disappointed. Shattered Silence, Points of Survival and Hope, The Echoes of Becoming. Book one is already out. You can get it on Kindle, you guys, for $3.33. Or, if you're like me and you got the Kindle Unlimited, it's absolutely free. Okay, or paperback for 18.33. Everything is on Amazon. Go ahead and grab a copy. And when you're out there, grab a copy for somebody else. And you guys, let me tell y'all something. Leave a review. Please. You guys don't understand the power of the review when it comes down to our authors of color. Okay? That makes the algorithm go up and down for their books. The more you see somebody purchasing it, sharing it, talking about it, or even the review, that book will come up more often for your authors. Especially if you know your authors are great authors. They are walking into, uh, let's say they, when they're walking in the correct presence. I'm gonna put it just like that. Okay. So go grab this copy. Okay, you guys. Thank you, ladies, for being with us tonight.
Thank you
I
for
do
having us.
I do apologize, everyone, for the technical difficulties we've been having, but I will have those other authors. I will do one on one interviews, and you will still get to hear their side and why did they participated in the book Shattered Piece. Okay? So remember, you guys, there is no such thing as an old book because not everybody has read every book. I will catch you tomorrow with another author, Miss Cheryl Stevens. And you don't want to miss this one. Again, thank you to the authors that have joined us tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.